Yeah. So, dear students, as last time we have done, I think so, we have done up to tiger status report, correct? Yeah. So now we have, did any one of you go through it? Go through the remaining questions? Could you do it? Yeah. Recently, this idols theft, there is a Pratihara style of Rajasthan. There's a sandstone idol which was there, yeah, which was suddenly lost from the country. That means that Matesa icon idol, which was made of rare sandstone, had been had been smuggled from the country, and later it was finally found in London in one of the exhibitions. So this has been recovered and is getting back to the country, is working in the country after 22 years. Right. So what is the speciality of this idol? Is you can I can show you the picture of that. It is like somewhat like you see the Shiva picture, right? Nataraja. So this figure is something like that, like the Nataraja picture with an idol, with you can see the idol looks like this. So this is the one which was made of rare sandstone, which was missing, smuggled out of the country, and later now we could trace it back. Right, next. Yeah, so these are the details about it. So what is the style of making that idol? It is the Pratihara style of Rajasthan, right? And there's a beautiful Nandi also behind, behind the picture, right? And behind this particular idol, right? Now, regarding the 10th schedule, we can have a detailed discussion about it. Now, coming to the 9th question, Rafale fighter jets. Always these fighter jets are in news. Yeah, there are a lot of movies also regarding that. Even our former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi was accused in one of the jets case. Can you tell me what was that case against our former Prime Minister Shri Rajiv Gandhi? That case was in news for a long time, and that was the reason why Congress was defeated very badly in the year. Can anyone mention what was that that defense flights case? It's called as Bofors case, right? And these fighter jets, sometimes indigenously India prepares, manufactures those jets, or sometimes they will take the technology from other countries like Russia, Germany, they take up and they manufacture it in India. This particular Rafale fighter jets are taken from France, right? And there were this was signed in France, and the first of these 36 Rafale fighter jets have been welcomed by the Chief of Air Staff recently. So what is the speciality of this Rafale fighter jet, right? What is its range? Yeah, why do we take these fighter jets? We can be in our base and attack the enemy, which are like some hundreds of kilometers away. The speciality of this Rafale fighter jet is 8,500 kilometers range it can cover, right? So the line of actual control which is there in the eastern Ladakh, we are having like whoever our neighbors who are not in good terms with us, it is on one side is China, which is threatening us, on the other side is Pakistan. With Bangladesh, we don't have, with Bangladesh, with Nepal, With Sri Lanka also, we do not have much problem. But here with China and with Pakistan, always we have tensions. So military force is always very much over there. So this particular you can understand about this Rafale fighter jets, right? So the correct answer is all the 3 points. This will definitely help the morality of the commanders over there, and it will also help us to do better. Now, Manakudi estuary. The next question is about Manakudi estuary. What does this question come under? Each question, when you are seeing, you should be able to identify to which topic it comes under. See, general studies papers are divided as history, economics, science and technology, right? So now here, this particular question, under which category does it come? Can anybody tell me?
Ma'am, geography.
Geography. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? See, we see declaration of the wetlands as conservation reserves. It can also, it's a combination of geography and ecology, or what you say, environmental sciences, correct? So lot of questions are there on environment, right? We are how we are trying to save our environment, how we are trying to save our earth. So this particular question, you can say a combination of geography and environmental sciences. So declaration of the wetlands in all these estuaries, Suchindaram, Terur, Manakudi, all these as conservation reserves. So once they are declared as conservation reserves, you cannot cut one tree, you cannot kill one animal. You want to go for you want to go on hunting also, you should take permission. You are entering into that reserve area, you need to take permission. So this is going to be like this. So the increase in the concentration of the trace metals, along, see, whenever there is a river, whenever there is a flow of a river, what happens on its basins, you will have when the river is flowing, flooding itself, what happens? All the micronutrients, all that soil which is very fertile comes onto the basins. So you can see that the Gangetic plain which is there, the coastal plains are always, because the best soil comes out there, and the soil is very, very fertile, and you can grow a lot of crops over there, fertile lands you have. So this has been, there is an increase of the concentration of the trace metals. So this has been contaminating by the river. So that's why we are trying to declare them as conservation reserves. So what happens? What happens if these metals are getting into the rivers? What happens? It gets polluted, correct? There are certain radioactive elements also which are there. Those metals which are there, even in small quantities, they mix up with water. It's highly, highly dangerous, right? So next question is about Arctic Circle and the lightning. Where is the Arctic Circle? Extreme tip north, is the Arctic Circle. Arctic and Antarctic. Extreme south is Antarctic and extreme north is Arctic. So what is the story about it? Let us see. Sir has included so many points on this. Based on this. So how many? 9, 10 points are there on this. So let's learn about it. So here there are successive thunderstorms. What is meteorology? Can anybody say what is it about? What is the meteorology department doing about?
Climate department.
Climate, about the climate, the weather conditions, all this. So there have been 3 successive thunderstorms across this particular part. From icy Arctic, the icy Arctics from Siberia to the north of Alaska, all these have been with thunderstorms, great lightning, these phenomena which are become less rare because of the global warming. What is happening there, as the temperatures on Earth are increasing, the ice is melting and moving out down to the lower areas. So unnecessary floods, unexpected floods, all these as the the global warming is the reason for all these things. So what is happening over there? Usually Arctic Ocean, that circle is totally covered with ice because those regions are very, very cold. But when the heat waves move over there, they will create terrible lightning storms. Yes, and they are reaching the Arctic circle and warming up that, right? So with that, these thunderstorms are suddenly observed to be more regular over there. Now coming to the, they have, what is the speciality of those poles? When the sun is moving, usually the sun moves across the equator towards northern hemisphere, and we call that first 6 months, is towards when the sun is moving. When do you have the summer season? Across when the sun is moving towards the northern hemisphere. Where is India located? India is located on the in the northern hemisphere, above equator it is. So through our country, there is one one latitude which is a prominent latitude which is moving across our country. Can anybody tell who is what is that? Equator. The important latitudes are equator,
Tropic of Cancer.
Tropic of Cancer, yes. Which is the
Tropic
very good, very good. So which is the continent through which all three of them move? All three of them lie on that, they pass across that continent. What is that continent? There is equator, there is Tropic of Cancer, and also Tropic of Capricorn. Through which continent, at least by the end of the lesson, end of the session, you let me know. Through which continent do we find Africa? Very good. Through Africa, you have all the three important latitudes going upon, right? So what happens over there? By 4 o'clock in Africa, the temperatures are high. They are just exactly upon equator. When you have lands very, the belt which is there, equatorial region you call it. So by 4 o'clock, because of the extreme heat which is there, by 4 o'clock you will have showers. They are called as 4 p.m. showers. So like that, see, when the Arctic Circle, few months you have complete sunlight throughout the day. We have sunrise and sunset, but few areas will have complete night or complete day. So this is because we have this sun's movement which is there. Because of the Earth's movement, you can see the sun, it will look as if the sun is moving like that. So these because of this Arctic Circle, this lightning is happening. Gradually the ice is melting. The more the water levels across the oceans will increase. With that, the coastal areas, many places you will see that into the coastal areas, the sea is encroaching the land. Yes, so all these are the particular things which are happening across that Arctic Ocean, Arctic Circle, you can say. So these lightnings are worrying the environmentalists. Yes, and in Alaska alone, this thunderstorm activity is there. It's becoming more and more, and the environmentalists are getting worried because of that. So what should we do to stop all this? Why, right? Why should we, what should we do so that we have to stop the global warming? What are the different ways in which you can stop the global warming? How can you reverse it? Recently, a few classes before, we were talking about ozone layer. It is thinning up. There are holes in the ozone layer. Now we are talking continuously about global warming. How can we reduce that, the global warming?
Ma'am, by reducing the pollution, and then ma'am, stop the use of CFCs or the greenhouse gases.
Yes, that's called as greenhouse effect. Yes. So these are the things, like, no, people should become more and more aware about this. We should be like, no, ozone layer, it is like, no, you should stop pollution. But here you see, suppose the farmers, suppose in the northern belt, I should say Delhi, near Delhi, Punjab, this Haryana, in all these places, instead of waiting for the crop, you will have the paddy fields or the wheat fields, right? In that, once the wheat is grown fully, they will cut that. Yeah, that's used as grass, correct? So that wheat grass which is there will be lying over there, and for it to become yeah, biodegradable, and it has to mix up into the earth. Instead of that, what they do, they start burning it. Huge, yeah, I should say bundles of this wheat is being burnt up. So so much of heat, that fumes which are there, that soot which comes out of that, it occupies, yeah, it enters the atmosphere and moves into the places like towards Delhi also it moves. So by that time the winter set in, there is huge fog. These fumes, the black soot which comes out in that, and this fog both mix up, become smog, and it makes, the flights, it makes it difficult for the flights to land or to take off. It makes it difficult for, there won't be visibility across the roads, and it becomes very, very difficult. Right. So like
Instead
that.
of burning it,
Instead of burning it,
they can use it as like a manure or a biocompost for their farm.
Yes, yes. Like actually, usually in olden days, how it used to happen, all that grass which comes up is kept aside, so that they used to feed it to the, it was used for the cattle to feed, right? That was how it was going on. See, people used to live in tune with the environment. That means every house had a cow, a buffalo, few buffaloes, oxen they had, they had goats, they had hen. So if there is little bit food left out, they used to they used to have a dog, like that. See, birds were making nests in their, in the trees that were there, and within their house, like, no, within their campus, how within that their housing area, they had huge trees. Especially every house had a neem tree, coconut tree. Yes. So like that. So this was like, no, living together with the other creatures. Birds used to be there on all those trees. Now when we are cutting down trees, there are no sparrows to be seen. There are no, birds to be seen now. Birds, especially, we should say the crows. Crows are living, but sparrows are very badly affected. Correct? So these are all like, no, we are trying to, human beings are trying to be very, very selfish. So that is the reason for all these kinds of, like, no, human beings, they want to survive, and they don't want others to survive. Others means other living creatures to survive, right? So this is a question, I should say, related to environment. Now coming to the next question. With reference to banning of debit and credit cards, what is this? This question comes under which category question? Can you tell me? Huh?
Economics.
Economics, correct. Yes. So economy, you call it economics, correct. Now, the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. What is this RBI? What does this RBI do? Why is it so special? than the other banks. We have State Bank of India. We have, now few banks, they have, merged them. So many nationalized banks we have, right? What is the speciality of RBI? What does RBI do?
Circulate currency, ma'am.
Circulate currency means minting of currency,
Yes,
giving
ma'am.
loans to various banks, trying to control the monetary things among all the banks. Any bank, like no, RBI gives up, it lays down rules and regulations. Means suddenly, if I have my own personal bank, Shailaja Bank, I will say that I will give, you pay me 1 lakh rupees, I will give 10% interest. Right? Other banks are giving only 4%, 5%, I will give 10%. I can't do that. My bank, which I am running, should be under the observation of Reserve Bank of India. I am giving, suppose, home loan. I can't give it on my own. Reserve Bank in Bank of India sets down few rules, like no, for home loans. For home loans, how much should be the interest? For if I am saving my money in fixed deposit, what should be the the fixed deposit rate of interest? So RBI does all this. A detailed lesson we should do on RBI. Now, it has banned MasterCard for issuing new debit and credit cards to customers in India. This MasterCard is from United States, yeah, and it wants to control over MasterCard, correct? So US card issuer has failed to comply with the local data storage rules. To whom you are giving, from whom you are collecting the money, to whom you are issuing the cards, all this data should be with whatever transactions are happening within India. Reserve Bank of India should have the control over it. So the data which was asked was not given. So the ban on unsettled banks operating in that are using it. So this has happened. So why? So Indian customer data, which is there, how many Indians are using this MasterCard data? So why should Reserve Bank of India find out? What if a customer is using a foreign bank card? What loss will the country have? If that data is not properly maintained by our government, we will not know how the foreign funds are coming up. Long back, I should say, Britishers also came to India. Portuguese also came to India as a business company. It was called as East India Company. Then this East India Company was totally taken care by England, by the Queen herself, right? And later we were in great trouble. They just came to do some business in India and later became a threat. And it became so difficult for India to survive and come out of that. Freedom struggle had to be done, and to come out of it is so difficult. So can we go back to that kind of a situation? Can we allow business to happen as it likes? So in Government of India and also the Reserve Bank of India tries to monitor all these foreign country cards or foreign banks or foreign direct investments which are happening. All this will be taken care by Reserve Bank of India and also Government of India. So due to this reason, MasterCard, Visa, all these foreign cards have become out of, they have been banned. Now tell me, MasterCard, Visa, they were in trouble for another reason also. Can you tell me what was the reason for, these companies were in trouble recently? I should say after COVID. Before COVID, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, what he has done is he started bank accounts for everybody, even to your daily labor also, daily labor or housemaids, anything, any small work that you do, you can't maintain a zero balance accounts he has created. It was a great help. Why? Because during corona, during the COVID situation, even the tea shop fellow had a Bheem app or a Google Pay or Phone Pay, with which you don't have to exchange money. Touching this rupee notes and all, giving it and taking it was very much like, no, it was not advisable during COVID times. So all the transactions, because even the tea stall person has a Google Pay or a Phone Pay. No problem, Aditi. I am recording it. You can go through it. Please go through this MCP 31, so that one by one, all these current affairs questions also we can do. Right. Now, so this MasterCard, Visa card, see, some, I think so 2-3 years before, I should say 4 years before, these cards were very much in they were ruling, I should say. You go to an ATM, no need to go to the bank. You go to the ATM, you can draw, you can use your debit card and you can use the money that you have in the bank. Now ATMs are open 24/7. You could do that. Then you don't have to go to the bank. You can use a credit card also. Even if you don't have money, the bank gives you credit. Credit means, you are taking a loan from the bank, a small amount. You are taking from within 40 days, you have to repay it. Otherwise, you have to pay some interest. Okay. So these debit cards and credit cards were very much in rule, some 4 or 5 years back. Till then, you had got your salary, means you had to go to the bank by 10th of every month. Like, no, if I get salary by 8th of the that month or 10th of that month, what I have to do? I have to go to the bank. I have to withdraw the amount using a withdrawal form or a checkbook. I have to withdraw the amount, keep that cash with me. Slowly, I will be paying my electricity bills and all the bills I was using the money. Later, when this ATM came, it was very much like, no, advantageous. You don't have to go to the bank also. You just go to the ATM, a nearby ATM, where you can swipe your card and you can take the money. Now, during this COVID situation, even all those cards, even swiping the card also, you have to give the card and the other person has to take the card and swipe. Correct? So even that, to avoid, people started using the Phone Pay, Google Pay, these kind of things which are there. They started using UPIs, where you can pay without using any card. Just you have your phone, you scan the QR code and you will be able to pay. So you don't have to touch anything. You will just show scan the QR code and you will do it. So by that way also, all this MasterCard, Visa card, all these cards also became very much like, no, they were not in proper use. So they started also moving into, after Google Pay came, SBI has a Phone Pay app. Indian apps also have come up where people can use their money. They can pay again, one more question about new education policy. Sometime back also we have seen this 5 + 3 + 3 + 4, right? Now 4 years degree course, correct? Then primary is of 5 years, 6th, 7th, 8th, right? 6th, 7th, 8th standards as 3 years. Then 9, 10, 11. And 12th plus 3 years degree is taken up as 4. This formally now still it has not come up. Now 4 years of degree course and 10 + 2 system. That means high school is 6th to 10th standard and 11th and 12th. Presently it is going on like that. Now, What is the speciality over here? First of all, multilingual facility means students can learn in their mother tongue up to 5th standard, even up to 8th standard, even in KV schools and other schools. Previously also, students can do social studies in their own, in Hindi also they can do, right? So like that, now more languages, their mother tongues also they can learn. And there can be a wide variety of skill education which has been introduced. Like you can do a coding course, you can do an artificial intelligence course, you can do a course in cooking, means culinary arts you can do it in fashion designing, you can do it in marketing management, you can do in banking sector, financial literacy it is called as. So the skill education has been started from 6th standard itself, so that children will have an idea. Fashion technology they can do about textiles, they can take up a music or those arts also, performing arts, and all these art integration. Art integration means integrate art as a part of every subject. Instead of having a drawing period, art period separately, weekly one period, instead of that, every subject is integrated with art. Yeah, you have to give assignments to the students, so that, suppose if it is social studies, they will draw the various, in geography they will draw the places of vegetation, they will draw about the rivers, about islands, about peninsulas, how the solar eclipse, lunar eclipse happens. So integrating art. Suppose you are doing your language, you can draw about your family, you can draw about your colony, your neighborhood, you can how you want, how the olden ancient system was there, about ancient history, everything. Like, no, you can integrate art, making them draw, making PPTs, PowerPoint presentations, so making it more pictorial, so that the children will enjoy learning it also, right? And somebody who is not good at mathematics, they previously it was like, no, till 10th standard you have to compulsorily have mathematics. Now they made it as basic and standard. Basic is something like, if you don't want to take up maths in the next classes, a simple paper will come for you. Now in the future, up to 8th standard, you can take up maths. Maybe you can skip maths in 9th to 12th also. It can also come. Now, what is the main agenda of this? 100% gross enrollment ratio. Still there are states where still there are government schools where the number of students enrolling is coming down and down. It's reducing very alarmingly. So what can we do with that? Trying to improve 100%. See, all the children below the age of 15 in countries abroad, in the abroad countries like European nations and American, United States of America, Canada, all these North American countries, education is free up to 12th standard. They collect taxes. You collecting those taxes are also like 30% of your income will directly be cut as taxes, but the government will give you the social security. Suppose if you don't have any job, minimum of $2,000 will be given to you, right? Then for your children, it will be given free education up to 12th standard, and up to 12th standard also you'll have vocational courses, where after 12th standard, the child need not go for higher education. With that 12th standard technology or learning itself, they can go for a job, right? So these kind of things where credits will be there. That means you complete few assignments, you do your assessments, you gain credits, and then you can move to the higher education. So what is the target for all this? By 2035, they have put few targets. It's not possible that in such a wide country that within a minute I will change everything. the education policy came up in 2020, but the targets, they are not keeping very short term goals. They are putting it up so that it will be I should say really taking ahead of the and really bringing a change in the kind of from rote learning to where children will try to learn all the skills on their own. So the next question is also about NEP. I think so, children, all the details are given. Please go through it. Yeah, so many points, up to 15 points, sir has taken up. Right, this meeting is going to end. Please join back, students. And after that, I will be doing a little bit of CSAT also. Yeah, so this question paper, please go through it. At least up to 30 questions you can go through today, so that tomorrow's class, if you have any doubts up to 30 questions, we can clarify. Okay, can you do that? Up to 30. No answer. Yes. So please join again. We'll do little bit of CSATs, little maths.